What's up, guys? Welcome to my first storytime video. Today, we are going to be talking about some evil teacher I had in the 4th grade. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. So yeah, basically, this is an evil reading teacher I had way back when I was a wee young boy. And she really ruined, just reading in general for me. So, yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. I don't know how else to really start this, but yeah. Let's get started. So, once upon a time, I went to the 4th grade. It was like the first day of school, and she had she had someone with a student with the same name as me the previous year. So she her thought process was like, hey, you know what, they have the same name. So and she comes up to me and goes, hey, I had someone with your name last year. They cause trouble. Are you gonna cause trouble? So here's my problem. This is the first thing you say to me. How are you gonna do that, bro? And even as a joke, that wasn't very cool. And plus she didn't sound like she was joking, so. Oh yeah, she was just a bad teacher. So, I'm going that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and that was the first red flag of the school year. Later on, there's later on in this year, I'm doing my thing or whatever, and I realized something. The homework she gives is outrageous. Basically, she makes us. After we read the story for the week, we had to do at the end of the book, at the end of the story, there was 5 questions based on the story, and she made us do those 5 questions for homework, which wouldn't be bad if because she wanted us to do it in a paragraph form. Meanwhile, there wasn't enough information in the book to do those 5 questions. So really, we just had to sit here trying to figure out how to make it a whole paragraph. And answering the question was easy. The paragraph, making it as long as she wanted it to, was the hard part. And that homework really rubbed me the wrong way. So that wasn't very cool. And I'm confused how other people did the homework. I was considered one of the smart kids, okay? I don't like bragging, but I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I was considered one of the smarter ones, but I have no clue how almost everyone else was able to do that. And that was every week, mind you. That wasn't a once in a month thing, a once in 2 months. No, it was every week. So and I really it rubbed me the wrong way, and it got me mad. But I learned how to just not care, because I was like, you know what, homework's only just 15% of your grade. If I don't do one kind of homework assignment, but literally do everything else, I'm gonna be fine. I mean, I'm not trying to give out the message not doing your homework is okay, but But this is the one exception, bro. This lady was crazy. And one time there's this one kid who also thought, hey, yeah, this homework's a little outrageous. So he's, what's it called? So yeah, he also thinks some homework is a little much, so he doesn't do it either. So and she got mad at him because he also he didn't do other work either. He just didn't do the he didn't do much of the other work either. So she got mad at him, and this was during early mid-December, late November kind of time. So she goes to him and goes, hey, um, do you play video games? And he's like, no. And she's like, good, you shouldn't, and your parents shouldn't get you any for Christmas. Alright, fine, whatever. He doesn't do his work. He wasn't the nicest kid for Santa this year. But, like, bro, how are you gonna come at this kid because freaking he literally doesn't do his work? Like, I understand you're a teacher and it frustrates you, but, like, bro, that was a little much. You should say, bro, like, there are way better ways you could have handled that situation. Alright, there are way better options to just literally straight up, yeah, no, your parents shouldn't get you some good stuff this year. Like, bro, what is your problem? Like, what do you have? And here's my thing. If she doesn't like kids, then why is she a teacher? An elementary teacher at that? Like, did she not think her career through? She was like, you know what, I'll teach the next generation. And then gets mad when she teaches the next generation. So, that... And one time, right? So this was, like, later in the year. And it kind of had the reputation at this point for not doing that one assignment. So, and she started coming at me for that. But, what's it called? She started coming at me for that, and I'm trying to remember. Hold up, sorry. I know low quality content, but I'm doing my best. Oh yeah, so there's this one assignment that we got, and I did the work. Okay, I had to answer questions, write a little summary or whatever. I forgot, but I did the sheet or whatever, and I was kind of proud of it because this is proof that I actually care about my homework. I'm not just a loser. So, I'm like I should not have done this, but I reminded the teacher of the homework. And and she says Christian. Oh, frick, I said my name, whatever. It's a common name. She says Christian. And right now we're like practicing for a test. All right, the test is like this much of your grade, and then the homework is like this little bit of your grade. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So you just literally told people, hey, the homework doesn't matter. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Later on that year, we're doing a test, and she announces to the class that, hey, remember, you still got to do the homework, because if you don't do the homework, you don't pass or whatever. Like, bro, she literally is contradicting what she's saying just for like it for whatever suits her in a specific moment. Alright, that is what she does. Which I have to say, bro, if you're a teacher and you don't know which one is worth more of your grade, which is test, by the way, test. If you fail a test, you could literally if you fail one test, you could fail the class, even though you do all the homework and classwork. Like, so and I was passing her test, so I was passing her class and everything. But yeah, so she literally contradicts what she says because she feels like she needs to be right. And so and another time, one time I was walking home from school or whatever, and I see like an army of kids, like Avengers Endgame. You know that one meme where it's like when there's a fight at school. Yeah, so I was walking home, and everyone was running somewhere. I don't know where, but I had a strange feeling it was a fight because, where else will a whole bunch of middle school and elementary schooler kids run? What? I mean, maybe the ice cream truck, but I didn't hear the music. It was too early in the year for that, so it was a fight. So, I go home next day. I really don't think much of it because, like, alright, whatever, it's a fight. Oh, okay, whatever. And, next day, the teacher brings up in class, hey, you guys know there was a fight yesterday, right? And, people are like, oh, yeah, whatever. And she goes, And she starts lecturing us about how, people, we should never run towards fights because people, you never know what people could bring out, a weapon maybe. And she's completely right on that, alright? I do not recommend running towards fights. Okay, because that's true, you never know. And plus, the neighborhood I lived at the time wasn't the best neighborhood. Okay, it wasn't a particularly good, it wasn't a bad, maybe a little bit of a bad neighborhood, but the point is, so, yeah, she's completely right, you never know what they could bring during a fight, and, and then eventually, some kid raises their hands, like, yeah, I knew about the fight, and then the teacher gets a smile on her face, claps her hands, points at the child. Okay, the 4th grade child, they're like 8 or 9 years old. I forgot, maybe 10. I don't know. Alright, I forgot, but she claps her hands, looks at the child, and goes, "Congrats, you're ghetto and trashy." Now, hold up a minute. You're telling me because some person was aware that the whole neighborhood was running towards a fight. Alright. They never said they went to it. They just said they were aware of its existence. Alright, and you're calling them trashy? Like, once again, the neighborhood wasn't the best neighborhood, but like, bro, this is a child. A child. Yeah, I know not every child is innocent, but like, still, it's a child. I knew this kid. Alright, okay, they weren't the type of person, okay, but they weren't the type of person to just, like, pull out freaking the 9 and go ballistic, alright? Like, they weren't the most innocent child, I tell you that much, but, like, they had common sense. So, and then another kid raises their hands, like, yeah, I knew about it, too, and she congrats them for being ghetto and trashy, too. Like, bro, these are children. Once again, yeah, not every child is innocent, but, bro, relax. Alright, so, I found that definitely rubbed me the wrong way, because that wasn't, because that was the worst way you could have handled that as a teacher. Alright, and if people are going, oh, what do you know about being a teacher? I know people I know someone who's studying to be a teacher, so I do know a little something about the teaching curriculum or whatever. Alright. And yeah, I found that crazy. And then another time, right, we were doing a test. We did this test earlier in the year. I don't know why we were retaking it. Like, it wasn't like the beginning of the year, oh, how far have you came test. No, it was literally just a test. She was testing us for the sole purpose of testing us. I don't know. But, yeah, we were taking the test or whatever, and then near the end of the day, I started having a massive stomachache. It feels like someone grabbed like a ball of spikes and just shoved it in my digestive tract. It hurt. Alright, and I was like, hey, can I go to the nurse? My stomach is hurting like crazy right now. And she's like, are you just trying to get out of taking the test? Like, bro, well, not everyone's just trying to escape doing your test. We already did this test. It's an easy test. I don't know why you're getting, like, she was just weird about it. So, I was like, no, I'm not trying to go down. And she grabs the nurse note. She's like, oh, I can't find a nurse note. So, she's gonna have to sit down. I'm like, all right, whatever. I sit down. Yeah, 10 minutes later, I feel a lot better. But, still, though, what part about, like, I understand some people do fake injuries to go to the nurse and get out of class. Like, the kids have done it in my class earlier in that year, but I wasn't one of them. This was, like, very late in the year. At this point, you should know that I'm not one of those kids. Alright? And if I was, I would have done it by then. Alright? Because your class sucks. Okay? Her class was literally my least favorite class. Like, and, we're just later in the year or whatever. And, that made me mad because my stomach hurt, but I felt better later, so it wasn't the worst thing. At least I didn't literally. It was near the end of the day. Okay, school was about to end in like 10 minutes, so I really didn't care. And then, no, like I'm trying to save the last one for last. Are there any more times that she done goofed? No, that okay. Now this right here actually made me. Well, I'm about to tell you, made me transfer from that school. Because this just proved to me this teacher is just a psycho. So, one day like the year before that in the 3rd grade, I had a very bad, like, I got sick, and ever since then, I've just had a stuffy nose, even during the summer. So, and, it wasn't very fun for me. So, and my stuffy nose thing ended in the 5th grade, but still, it was a while. So, and this was in the winter, too. Not the winter, like, later in the year or whatever. But, yeah, this was later, and it was just a little chilly out, and I was cold, and I had a stuffy nose. So, we're reading a story or whatever, and then one kid goes up to get a tissue, and then as they're blowing their nose, she's talking about how, she hates the sound of people blowing their nose. It just disgusts her. And, this, that, the third. While they're blowing their nose, literally right next to her. And, I was like, bro, you're kind of, like, I didn't say anything, but I was thinking to myself, bro, she's a little crazy for doing that. And then, I'm trying to be nice and not, like, my nose is running right now, but I'm trying to be nice and not have to blow my nose right there. So, I'm just kind of not holding it in, but, like, not asking for a tissue as the thing is running down my face. And, she looks at me and is like, Christian, do you feel that on your face? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, yo, get a tissue. And I'm like, all right. I get up to go get a tissue. I grab the tissue, and, like, as I'm on my way to, like, get the tissue or whatever, she goes, don't your parents take care of your needs? Like, bro, what in the Bro, yes, they do. They brought me to the hospital one freaking, I got sick that caused this nose thing. Yes, bro, they take care of me. How dare you? You psycho. You see, what I should have done in that moment was one of two things. One, because she told me that I go in the back of the class to blow my nose, which is what I did. I should have done one of two things. Okay, solution A. Should have told her to mind your business and not say anything about, like, I should have started just coming at her. Or option B. Stood right next to her and just started blowing my nose as hard as I could. Those are my two options. I did neither of them, and if I could go back in time and change what happened, that is the first. If I had the ability to time travel, I wouldn't have stopped World War II. I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have done that. No, I would have went back in time and gave that teacher what. Go. And yeah, I ended up transferring from that school, which my nose is hard. Teacher what she deserved, because she is a psycho. And yeah, I ended up transferring from that school, which sucked because I had a lot of good friends there, because this lady's a psycho. Alright, and yeah, that's really about it. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to press the like button if you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see some more stuff like this, and comment down below. Oh, like, if you want me to continue doing story times. I was thinking of, like, doing, like, a weekly story time next year for Halloween. I do have a good story. Alright. That's literally as far ahead as I planned. By that, I mean that's, like, the only thing I planned. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Show support down below. And, yeah, I'll see you guys all next time.